wedding, and I want my father to give me away.
Mamma Mia, the hit musical that's been giving folks ABBA fever around the globe, is hitting the big screen.
You always knew how to make an entrance.
Mamma Mia.
And now it's time to find out how you turn a $2 billion Broadway smash into a most excellent movie.
Oh my God.
From the primo location.
It's very Greek.
Greece was incredible because it's probably the most beautiful place I've ever been in my life.
To the killer cast.
Got to sing and dance, kiss Meryl. Can't believe they paid me for it.
Every single piece of this was like a chance to do something that nobody else in the world would ask me ever to do.
2 outfits you could only wear in a musical.
Take a chance on me.
Oh yeah, this is one zany, colorful set of clothes that get thrown on these folks.
And did we mention the wall-to-wall ABBA?
ABBA's music is a drug. It really can take you into this positive space in an instant.
Get ready to have a blast.
The whole thing was ridiculously fun. This is right up there in the top experiences of my life.
This is 10 Most Excellent Things. Mamma Mia.
You sound like you're having fun already.
Oh, we are. I used to have fun.
Oh, we know.
Let's kick off our musical countdown with the number 10 most excellent thing about Mamma Mia.
Who's her daddy?
Mamma Mia is the story of Sophie, a bride-to-be who has never known her father. Unbeknownst to her mother, Sophie invites 3 possible dads to the wedding, hoping her true father shows up.
I want the perfect wedding, and I want my father to give me away.
The daughter goes through her mother's diary and invites these 3 characters to show up at the wedding.
I'm Bill Anderson. I'm Bright, Harry Bright. I'm Carmichael.
Meryl Streep finds out to her horror that all 3 of her ex-lovers have showed up on a little island in Greece where she runs an inn.
You always knew how to make an entrance.
I better be dreaming you better not be here.
Chaos.
Oh my God!
And love happens everywhere.
Take a chance on me.
Mamma Mia is a story really about identity. It's about a girl who's never known who her father is, who thinks that if she can find that missing part of herself, she will feel complete.
Sophie, I am your father!
What?
It's an ingenious story
Don't go.
with a lot of emotion to it, but I'm telling you, what is really outstanding is you have one ABBA hit after another.
You are the dancing queen.
Everyone has danced the Dancing Queen. The music is so bloody great.
The story was created around the ABBA music.
Oh, yeah.
It's infused with it 100%. It really is. It's one of the major stars of this movie.
And when I meet my dad, everything will fall into place.
Get ready to have a little crush on excellent thing number 9.
Big Love for Amanda Seyfried.
Honey, honey, how he thrills me. Honey, honey.
She's been a mean girl, and she has 3 moms on the HBO hit Big Love. But 23-year-old Amanda Seyfried never imagined she'd get 3 dads as Sophie, the star of Mamma Mia.
I always wanted to do a musical, but I never thought I'd actually get the opportunity. And when Mamma Mia was announced, I jumped at the chance to audition.
You know he makes me dizzy.
If I was still in the record business and I had a company, I'd sign her because she's so special. And her voice, she's very sensitive and she's great.
She's deceptively tiny, and she has a little tiny speaking voice.
She's got no idea that you're her lovely surprise.
It's very soft. She opens her mouth. She's got one of the great pop, big voices. I mean, she really rocks it. She can really sing.
Don't go wasting your emotion.
My favorite song that I performed in the movie is definitely Lay All Your Love, because it's fun, and it's a duet, and it's exciting, and it was on the beach.
It was like shooting a sitting duck.
She's got an incredible voice, but I sound like a sort of drowning rat.
Don't go wasting your
She's minxy, she's angelic, she's beautiful, and she has the most amazing voice. I think Amanda is an actress with a great future.
Go ahead, dance, jive, have the time of your life with the excellent thing at number 8.
Everyone loves a little ABBA, don't you? I love a little ABBA. I've always loved a little ABBA.
If you're all alone, when the pretty birds have flown.
Straight out of Sweden in the 70s, ABBA became one of the biggest pop groups of all time. And 30 years later, it's just as ABBA-rific as ever.
ABBA's music is a drug. It really can take you into this positive space in an instant. It's hard not to want to scream and dance when you're listening to it. It really sucked me in fast.
I'm an unknowing ABBA fan because I didn't know who wrote that music that I listened to and knew every single word to every song.
So when you're near me, darling, can't you hear me? Yes,
They just sort of boom back like from your past and continue to have a pull and a strength.
We're very, very lucky with Mamma Mia. You know, most musicals are lucky if they have one hit song, and the thing about Mamma Mia is that virtually every song is a hit.
ABBA co-founder Benny Andersson and Mamma Mia director Phyllida Lloyd made the decision early on that everyone in the cast would sing the ABBA hits themselves.
I called the guys from the old band. Everybody that played on the ABBA tracks. The actors came in and they did their bit. Fairly easily, I must say, all of them.
let me hear you sing once more.
I'd never done anything that made me feel like a rock chick, so that was just like, oh my God, I'm in a sound studio with ABBA.
Chickadee-tie, you and I know.
I was thinking that maybe this is going to be like a work, but it wasn't. It was just pure fun.
Singing you a song, a chickadee-tie.
Coming up, the Oscar winner with the golden voice.
I was cheated by you.
Meryl Streep is such a wonderful singer, and she's a miracle.
And why no one can resist the men of Mamma Mia.
They just thought they were kings of the world. Well, they were surrounded by all these women fawning over them.
Next on 10 Most Excellent Things, Mamma Mia. The mama in Mamma Mia is the number 7 most excellent thing.
Meet Mama Meryl. Did she sign off on all of this?
When it came to casting the part of Donna, Sophie's mom, and ex-lead singer of Donna and the Dynamos, the producers knew they wanted the best, Meryl Streep.
I was cheated by you, and I think you know where.
And as it turns out, not only were the creators Meryl fans, but Meryl was a fan of Mamma Mia.
I saw it shortly after it opened.
Whoa, Mamma Mia.
It was really fantastic. So I wrote them a letter.
I still actually have it in my letter tray on my desk, saying that she loved the show so much.
Yes, I've been broken-hearted.
Which is why we dared to ask her to consider playing the role of Donna in the movie.
Oh my God! I couldn't believe that they wanted me to do this part, and I was so thrilled. I kept asking them, are you sure? Are you sure?
You sound like you're having fun already.
Oh, we are. I used to have fun.
Oh, we know.
Meryl Streep is such a wonderful singer, and she makes this her own thing. I must say that they're all good, but she's a miracle.
I don't want to talk.
Winner takes all.
The game is on again.
It's beautifully done by Meryl, and I doubt there will be a dry eye in the house, as they say.
The winner takes it all.
She was a joy. Easy to fall in love with, easy to work with, easy to kiss, dance, have fun with.
At a certain point, I thought I was just doomed to do nothing but dramas, but I've been having some fun in movies lately, and this is right up there in the top experiences of my life.
Here to prove you can't have too much of a good thing, it's excellent thing number 6.
3 men and a lovely lady.
So who is your dad? Sam, Bill, or Harry?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
Sophie's possible dads-to-be not only add humor and talent to the mix, but this trio of hunky dudes provided a whole lot of eye candy as well.
We're serving up the works here.
Oh, think you just did.
The 3 potential fathers, and they are Stellan Skarsgård, Pierce Brosnan, and Colin Firth.
Hi. May I help you?
Sure, we're here for the wedding.
They were so much fun, and they actually bonded among themselves in a sort of alarming way. They just thought they were kings of the world. Well, they were surrounded by all these women fawning over them.
The only time they had a horrible time was when I asked them to jump off that very high rock.
It was 25 feet high. And here's a guy that supposedly was James Bond all those years ago. My knees shook. And we did it. We did it.
Who's giving you away tomorrow?
We've been lucky. All these guys wanted to do this movie. So we all knew before they were on that they actually could sing.
Where are those happy days? They seem so hard to find. Oh my God, what have I done? I'm gonna have to sing. I'm gonna have to sing opposite Meryl Streep. I thought, oh dear, give me strength.
I just was knocked out by the timbre of Pierce's voice. It's got that growly rock quality. It's really sexy.
So when you're near me, darling, can't you hear me? SOS.
They're just sweet, charming individuals. I feel like they were my buddies.
Promise.
Going back to where it all began, it's time for number 5 on the countdown.
There's a real story behind the story.
Mamma Mia is the brainchild of Judy Craymer, a die-hard ABBA fan who wanted to build a musical around the popular tunes.
I don't want to talk.
The story for me was Winner Takes It All, the big ballad, the big 11 o'clock number, as they say on Broadway, and that song was my inspiration.
The winner takes it all.
I didn't really care whether it was a film or a show at the beginning, as long as I could use those bloody songs, really.
Money, 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 must be funny.
I was really protective about the work with ABBA because I feel proud of that. And I was a bit worried that if you want to do something else with it, what will it come out like?
That was what drove it. They're ABBA songs, not changed at all, find the story. Judy sent me home with the ABBA back catalogue, and I just sat there and read every single lyric. And as I read, the ideas started to sort of evolve.
I sent the invites. My mom doesn't know anything.
Finally, she came up with this script. Can you imagine how difficult that would be? You can choose from 100 songs, and you pick these songs, and you say, well, now I'm going to write something to make this work. Catherine did that, and it's incredible.
I wanted to get married knowing who I am.
That doesn't come from finding your father.
Take a chance on me.
From that moment, I was not hesitant anymore, so I had to tell Judy that she was right.
We always joke because Benny was quoted once that Mamma Mia is really the story of Judy Craymer and two blokes with beards who kept saying no. And it has been a journey of learning to realize that no means yes.
Oh my God!
Coming up, who said acting's easy?
Meryl runs up this huge stone staircase that just looks like it's miles high.
It just doesn't stop, these steps. It's really the stairway to heaven.
And why this flick's all about the chicks.
There's no doubt that the 4 women have the limelight and the guys are there to support.
I won't be muscled out by an ejaculation.
Next on 10 Most Excellent Things, Mamma Mia. For more on Mamma Mia, go to VH1.com and check out trailers, photos, and other cool stuff. Coming in at number 4, the movers and shakers that really make Mamma Mia rock.
It ain't easy being a dancing queen. Or king.
The Mamma Mia cast has some Hollywood heavyweights who've done plenty of physical roles, but dancing and singing, not so much.
Nobody in Mamma Mia is like a professional singer or dancer. The singing and the dancing will, I think, seem kind of funnier and more human. It's not super slick or polished.
Meryl had a lot of technical challenges, sort of singing and sliding down banisters at the same time, reeling off the side of a building and singing.
Every single piece of this was like a chance to do something that nobody else in the world would ask me ever to do. I just felt like I was getting the golden opportunity of my life.
The major choreographed piece was Voulez-Vous. You've got the entire cast on this stage. That was demanding.
The Voulez-Vous. I do like to do the Voulez-Vous often.
3 fathers, were horrified at the idea, and I know that's true because I saw their faces.
Oh my God!
Colin's face, priceless. I think they all kind of wanted to leave that day. I think they were like, what did I get myself into?
Drove you nuts. After days of voulez-vous, you know, trying to do the Greek dance, you know.
I think that's actually will delight people too, is seeing three actually very serious actors who are up there doing their thing.
It's time to map out the number 3 most excellent thing about Mamma Mia.
Location, location, location.
Mamma Mia takes place in the Greek islands, but before the cast got to work in paradise, they had to toil on a soundstage in soggy London.
London weather was horrible. It was like rainy, cold. We'd be like in our little summer outfits going freezing from the dressing rooms to the soundstage.
It was kind of a wild disconnect. At the very end, we went to Greece for about 3 weeks to do all the exteriors, and that was unbelievable.
I realised I really was directing a Hollywood movie when we were in a helicopter looking over Greece, looking for this idyllic place.
It's very Greek.
There was this church on top of a cliff where Sophie's wedding happens. Meryl runs up this huge stone staircase.
It just doesn't stop, these steps. It's really the stairway to heaven. The wind was blowing, the waves were crashing, but it sort of worked completely beautifully.
In my dreams, I have a plan.
It was really difficult because you feel like you're on vacation when you're really not, and we had to work 6 days. That one night that we had off, we partied like there was no tomorrow.
Difficult to describe to somebody what your life at the office was like on a beautiful beach with lots of young men and flippers and Pierce Brosnan and Colin Firth. It was tough, you know.
It's a rich man's world.
The leading ladies of Mamma Mia are the number 2 most excellent thing.
Sisters are doing it for themselves.
I've done a great job with Sophie all by myself, and I won't be muscled out by an ejaculation.
Mamma Mia is all about girl power, both on screen and off. The film is written, directed, and produced by some of the most talented women in the biz.
Judy, Craymer, Catherine, Johnson, also Phyllida, of course. These 3 ladies has made this thing what it is. They're all brilliant.
I think it possibly goes back to the fact that ABBA wrote great songs for women. There's a kind of cross between ironic and serendipitous that they ended up with 3 women creating 3 strong roles for women.
What do you mean? Are you getting any? What do you mean?
You're seeing women of a certain age being very, very silly.
Down, boy. Down, boy.
And there's no doubt that the 3 women, or really the 4 women, the Dynamos and Amanda, have the limelight, and the guys are there to support.
We were the bimbos. We were the guys over on the sideline.
Yeah, girl. We done good.
I think there's a particular spirit about the movie that is quite female, but that's not to say that this is a particularly a chick flick. I think it's sort of for everyone.
I don't care if you slept with hundreds of men.
And I haven't slept with hundreds of men.
Coming up, fabulous fashions abound.
Tonight the super trooper.
Platforms were like 25 inches tall. No, I'm just exaggerating, but they were 8.
Next on 10 most excellent things, Mamma Mia. And now prepare yourself. It's the number 1 most excellent thing about Mamma Mia.
Tight pants and high heels.
In keeping with ABBA's wild wardrobe choices of the 70s, the cast of Mamma Mia takes plenty of fashion risks.
Oh yeah, this is one zany, colorful set of clothes that get thrown on these folks.
I wear a pair of really unattractive overalls for almost the whole movie. A career ender.
How I hate to see you like this.
But these costumes that we got to wear when we were really the Dynamos, they were a kick. Platforms were like 25 inches tall. No, I'm just exaggerating, but they were 8. That really Probably will seal my fate. The whole thing was ridiculously fun.
We always joke because there was a quote from a newspaper that said, "Mamma Mia lets the joy wash over you," and Mamma Mia does let the joy wash over you.
Tonight the super
I think people are gonna really, in addition to just responding just to all that great music, they're gonna find the story extremely human and beautiful.
It's about an hour and a half of sun-drenched love, music, anguish, joy, dancing, fun. It's a wonderful, wonderful movie.